Okay, so let's do the week 12, the multiple regression and the part 2. This is the practice, and there is some question we will run the SPSS to do some practice. Okay, so let you open the data from the week 12. You go to the file, and the week 12 you can see the linear model regression, this PDF file. Okay, so let's open the file, and the title is the linear model regression, and this is the real research. Okay, so the first problem is from the journal article, and the personnel and the individual different. You can see in the article is this, and this is the author, and his question. And first we read the question. Okay, you see the article. Okay, so this title is the bird of feeder, student preference for lecture personality as predicted by their own personality and the learning process. Okay, and this is the author, and there is the author background, and this article is from the personality and the individual difference, this journal. Okay, and first we read the abstract. Okay, 424 students complete the Big Five and approach to learn the study process questionnaire. Okay, and the scale, and rate the personality effect they delight in a good lecture professor. In general, students tend most prefer lecturers who were emotionally stable, low in neuroticism, and conscious users. However, correlation between students and their preferred lecture personality characteristic reveal that students tend to prefer lectures similar to themselves in all personality traits except neuroticism, and particular for openness and consensus. The personality variables show consistent incremental validity over age and the gender in predict student preference, whereas learning approach provide very modest additional information. Okay, implication and the recommendation for future study are discussed. Okay, so this is a keyword, and this is a keyword from it's related your topic. And the introduction, and you can see before we run maybe we go through this paper, because when you write a thesis you must follow this step. In the introduction you need to talk about what you choose this subject, and also the research motivation and research what's your research objective. Okay, and the various, you can see find a lot of literature, and you can see and this study is the replication intention of this research, replicate hypothesis there. So this present study uses a more comprehensive measure of Big Five. Okay, enables to examine the relationship between student and the preferred lecture personality at the primary effect level. Okay. The approach, this the literature review, and also the method, okay, participant is 424, and the measurement, okay, the questionnaire, and how do you find each question in questionnaire is like you have how many items, okay, and the 5-point linkers type in the list, and the test the compare alpha is higher than the 0.7, okay, and the result, this is analysis section. Okay, this is the vector analysis we already talked about. Okay, we define the like five vector. Okay, and the correlation. Okay, and the discussion. Okay, regression. You see the regression. Regression. Okay. Okay, so this is the paper. We read the question. Okay, in the previous chapter we encountered a study by Kamoro's in they measure student personality characteristics and ask them to rate how much they want this same characteristic in their lecture. In this chapter, we correlate this score. However, we could go a step further and see whether student personality characteristics predict the characteristic they would like to see in their lectures. Okay, the data from the study are in the file, and you can find this file in here. So we can open. Okay, so you can see there are several variables. Okay, so let's read the question. And lab coordinator want to carry out 5 multiple regression analysis. The outcome variable in each of the 5 analyses are the rating, how much students want to see new European, and the extroversion openness to experience, and the agreeableness, and the conscientiousness. For each these outcomes, both age and gender into the analysis in the first stage of the hierarchy. Then in the second block in the 5 student personality trait, so you have a 2 stage. For each analysis, create a table of the result. Okay, so that's the first resection we do, whether the student want lecture to be define the block. Okay, so that's we can define the 2 blocks of follow. In the first block, put age and the gender. Okay, so let's run the SPSS. Okay, so you open this file, Kamoro, and remove this SAV file. Okay, so the same procedure. The first one is the anodized and the regression, and you choose the linear. Okay, so the dependent variable is the student wants nutrition in lecture. So you see the question. Student want to be nutrition. Okay. Lecture 1 to regression. Okay. And the first stage is age and gender. First age. First, okay. And the second stage, you create next. You put the student nutrition and the student estrus and the student openness. That's 3 or 4 or 5. See, you see the question. We have the 5: nutrition, eternal openness, agreeableness, and the consensus. 5. Okay, this 5. Okay. Okay, so the statistic is it chooses estimate the confidence interval and R-square change descriptive partial correlation, collinearity diagnostic, Dubin-Watterson and case-wise diagnostic, and safe predict value, underline, standardize, adjust, and residual, standardize, and student-line, and the student delete, and the distance is 3, and inference still standardized, and standardized covariance ratio. Okay. The continue, the upstream, okay, the bootstrap, perform bootstrap, and the bias correlate in, and okay. So we have 2 stages. So it's the system is running. Okay. Okay, so we can see the described statistic first table. So student want nutrition in lecture. This mean is the negative. Okay. And the age, gender. Okay. Age is 19, but the gender is okay. No, this doesn't make sense to mean. Okay. Student nutrition and student estrus and the student agreements and the student consensus. Okay, so the next we see the correlation. Okay, so let's see the next table. Okay. See. Bootstrap. Okay. Analyze. Regression linear. No bootstrap. Okay. Descriptive. Okay. Statistic. Correlation. Okay. Okay. So in here you have the which we didn't choose the bootstrap. So this, and we have the two model, and we can see the first one, just the age and the gender age you can see, and this is the R squared 0.028 is too small, and the second one is the gender, age, student is a version sender. This is the 5 and put in here, okay, and the ANOVA and the significant, okay, and the coefficient you see this age is significant, and the student openness significant, and the student concession is significant, and the gender, and the student nutrition, and the student intolerance, and the student agreement is insignificant. So basically age, you can see the age and student openness and the consensus, okay, significant as was significant predictor of one neurotic lecture not there for the openness and the contrast. The relationship is the negative. You see the negative. Contrast in the is negative. The more students score on this character, the less they may want to choose the lecture. Okay. So the next we predict. You can see the okay. So the second value is lecture introversion. Okay. So let's do again. So analyze regression linear. So this student 1 introversion in lecture. Okay. It's the same. Previous the age, gender. Okay. Okay, so okay, okay. So you see the table in here. The coefficient, okay. Lecture. This is the lecture introversion lecture, and you see the coefficient. Okay, so you see the age and the student nutrition and the student openness is the significant. The p-value is less than the 0.8 not this one. Okay, see just the student introversion is significant. Student introversion is only significant predictor of one introversion lecture. The model over didn't explain a significant amount of the variance in one extrovert lecture. And the third one is the and do the same. Analyze and regression linear. Okay, so we'll change to the student 1 openness in lecture. Okay. Okay. So you can see the coefficient. So you see the student openness and the student agreeableness. This is significant. Student openness to explain to experience. Okay. And the fourth is the analyze regression. Student 1 agreeableness in lecture. Okay, so okay. Okay, so we see the coefficient. So you see the significant is the student, the age, student neutrality, and the openness, and the student agreement. Variables significant. And also the age and negative relationship. The older and the more open to explain you are, the less you want the agreeable lecture. Okay. And also the openness is negative. The student neutrality increase, so the deny agreeable lecture. Okay. And the next is the, you can see the student 1 consensus in the lecture. Okay. So you can see the output. Okay, so you can see the coefficient. So significant is the student equivalence and the student consensus is significant. And the gender is the first stage. You see the gender is the predict this in the first step, but in stage it becomes like non-significant. Okay. So in the you can see the article in here. You see this chart is that we run 5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can see in here. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is this presentation practice. Okay. So you can read this article, and you see the multiple regression analysis. We do the dependent variable at the 5, and we do those 5 times, and the independent is we have the 2 stage. Okay. First stage just the age, gender, and then second stage we add the 5 independent variable into the stage 2. Okay. Okay, so it is this practice. Okay. Okay, so you can check the Google Scholar. So we go to the Google. Okay. At Google, we type the Scholar. Okay. And we can find the give some like the customer certification, okay. And like we have the linear regression. We can find some sample, okay, like this one, okay. So we can open it, and maybe we can see the title is the multiple linear regression model, okay. So okay, I enlarge. Okay, so this is the partial distribution design factor and the online shopping customer certification. Okay. And in this paper, they use the multiple linear regression. So you can see the analysis. We have the research framework. Okay, so this is the dependent variable, and he have the 5 dependent variable. This is the 5 construct, and this is the dependent variable. Okay, the dependent variable is online shopping center customization, and the dependent variable is the service variety, service availability, response time, order variety, and the returnability. Okay. So the hypothesis, okay, you see, and in here you can see this is the linear regression formula, okay. S1, S2, and E have S5, and C have S5. Okay, and multiple regression, okay, you can see in here, and this is the correlation, and in here, okay, correlation. And he need to have the table, didn't show the table, okay. So this is the correlation, this is the correlation. It didn't show the multiple regression table. Okay, so no problem is that. So you need to, when you write the paper, you need to put maybe we try another paper, okay. Modeling, okay, customer, see, oh, this one, okay. Okay, this paper, Journal Internet Bank Consumer or Commerce, Customer Certification and the Customer Perceived Value and its Impact on Customer Loyalty, and may mediation or role of the customer relationship management. We will talk about the mediation or moderation, these two, how do you run the SPSS. Okay, so we can see this one. This is the dependent variable, and also he will influence. So he is independent and dependent. Independent is he will influence the customer loyalty, and in here is the customer certification and the customer perceived value will influence. So this two is the independent variable. Okay. And this is the factor analysis. Okay, reliability, the correlation, and the descriptive statistic, and this is a linear regression. Okay, and you can see the R square. Okay, and the 59.9%. Okay, and you can see the customer perceived value, customer certification predictor. Customer predictor. Okay. And the dependent variable is the customer loyalty. Okay, okay, so okay, so this is the multiple regression analysis. Okay. Okay, so this is example. If you want to find a paper, you just type your research topic, and also you want to find the statistic method. You can type the keyword like factor analysis or something here. You can find the related paper in the Google Scholar. Okay, so this week. Okay, I want to have some introduce the website. From the website you see the scribble.com, and you can see here the statistic, this section, and you can type this. Okay, so we will put in the Word. Okay. For this week, reference. Okay. Put in the week 12. So you go to this website, and you can see this lot of the material you can check. So first you can see the APA style. Okay, so in here is some citation information you can check, and you can say it's the in-text citation. Okay, how to use cite the journal article, and what's the format and the author. Okay, and here the 3 to 5, and just use the ETAL list. Okay. and also have some book citation, how to sign the book in your thesis. Okay, and you need to put the book title and the city state. This is the publisher, the location. Okay, and the journal article and the website, because maybe you download from the internet, you need to put the HTTP this website page in here. Okay, there is some report. Okay. Okay, so this is the very good reference. And also he have like some paper format. Okay, so maybe you can look at. Okay, and also they have you can see in here. Okay, knowledge, and you can check the research process, and he teach you how to start your thesis, because maybe research topic, narrow down and find out your niche and identify a research problem. Okay, develop clear research question and create research design to answer them. This is the questionnaire, and write your research proposal. Is your first year you need to have a research proposal. Okay. Okay, so next you check the methodology. Okay, and the qualitative is this kind of research method. Okay, and I want to say this third one, statistics. Okay, this is statistics, a step-by-step guide of statistical analysis, and he have several information in. Okay, so like we talk about the multiple regression, you can see in here descriptive and regression. For regression, you can see in here simple linear regression. Okay, and you can listen our the video, and maybe you can check this. It has give you a lot of material. You can learn the regression. Okay, and today we talk about the multiple regression. We have this. Okay, so assumption of multiple linear regression, you can. It's you need to have like a normal diffusion, is kind of assumption. Okay, and he also have some example you can run in like Excel or SPSS. Okay. Okay. And also that descriptive statistic, he have already talked some topic. Okay, so if you have time, you can check this. And our lecture is enough. Is the material. Just if you have time, you want to learn more, you can come here. Okay. Okay, so let's go to this web page, soccistics.com. This. So I put in this one. Okay, soccistics. CISTATISTICS, this website, and you can see a lot of the. If you don't use the SPSS, you can use this calculation. It's the like calculator you can see in here, okay, and you can do the like t-test, okay, like t-test, okay, like multiple regression, okay, linear regression you can see in here, okay, and you put the x in here and y in here, and they can give you the regression equation, okay. And the calculator is, and if you have SPSS, you don't need to do it, but that just told you have the some tool you can use it in like a p-value, okay, and the Pearson score is kind of the formula, okay. Effect size, you can see the last week we talked about the effect size, and you can independent sample like this one, we can put it and find the effect size, okay. So you can see in here, and put a number and calculate. And this number is from SPSS is the output, because SPSS didn't calculate the effect size, so you need to find some formula in the web. We have already put the formula, so you can calculate the number for you, okay. And the mean standard deviation you can collect, okay. So this is the it's not just you don't have the SPSS, you can use this type of tool, okay. And the descriptive statistic is in here, okay. And the frequency diffusion, you can use this like this one. Then you put the data in here, and put the comma, okay, just comma, okay. Okay, this is the social science statistic